It was day 12 on tour, and I figured I deserved a little lie-in. I was averaging 5 hours of sleep a night, and the long drive to Portland really finished me off. The Groms, however, decided it was time for their revenge.
I've got the breath of insanity and I'll breathe it on you guys. So watch it there.
Get up, Christian. Get up, Christian. What time do you call this? It's 20 to 9.
Carta's buddy Sam came over to take us on a mini tour of Portland.
Blah, 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 blah. So let's go to Burnside and ride! What up, guys? Come on, Ross. I'm going with you today.
Sam is a skateboarding enthusiast and is well respected in the Oregon skate scene.
And then the next bridge is the Burnside Bridge.
His first stop was the infamous Burnside skate park.
Oh, Burnside looks pretty gnarly already. I haven't even got in there.
Built back in the day, Burnside has always had the reputation of being a sketchy place to skate. The locals are very protective and don't take kindly to strangers. Luckily for us, we were connected with Sam, so we were kind of cool to skate.
We finally made it. This is where it all started. Burnside, Portland, Oregon. Local skaters just took like a disused place, threw some cement down, covered some trash, and now we've got this amazing kind of rough but smooth skate park. And from then they've gone on to build skate parks all across the state and now across America and into Europe. But it all started right here.
Amazing. I got the best seat in the house. Watch the Groms in action. See if they can put some of these beardies, these Portland beardy weirdies. See if they can teach them some new things about Burnside. Ross is looking good. Fearless as ever.
Amazing. So amazing. It's just a skater's paradise. It's non-stop. You never have to go far without hitting something. Amazing. You can tell it's just pure skaters that have done this.
As it happens, I reckon Ross did teach the locals a thing or two. He had only been there an hour and was ripping the place apart. Instead of embracing this young UK talent, a few locals decided to try and vibe our Groms out. Pretty lame, really.
There's one dude over there with his top off that keeps ranting on about what's good and what's not, and that we shouldn't be skating the ramps. It's pretty lame.
Burnside's a really good park. Really good park. Like, they've done it up a bit, you know, it's quite smooth. But the atmosphere in there was lame. For such a good, amazing, legendary skate park to have a bad atmosphere, it's rubbish. It's not really skating, is it?
Don't film me.
I had a good run at Burnside, I could say. It's just didn't really get to talk to the people there because I don't think they were genuine and nice. So I just left them to be. There's some weird vibe going on about them. They were just, I don't know, just fake, I guess. Like they were all putting on like an act to be something that they weren't.
Chris! One more run, and we're out of here.
It only takes a few bad eggs to boil, I mean spoil the atmosphere. The Groms were a little intimidated, and to top things off, I got the inkling they were all feeling a little homesick.
Homesick.
A lot of people, I think, are missing parts of being at home and the comforts of home.
Let's wake up.
I think I'm feeling a bit homesick. 3 weeks is a long time. I need some normality. Touring's insane. It is insane.
I'm not really like homesick or anything as like what I thought I would be. I'm really enjoying myself out here. Spread the RAD!
Mum's cooking, family, dismissal.
Christian's cooking, sometimes the meat isn't hammered, which I like it hammered.
It's nothing compared to my mum's cooking, that's the best. We're living on burritos and tacos, and that's not too good. It's hard to come here and say, oh yeah, that was nice, when we've got such high standards.
Just want to go home and see Mum.
I do want to go home to England, I'm looking forward to it, but just hopefully get some good riding in at some of the skate parks before I go.
I just think it's really gone quick because we've only got like 1 more week left, and I'm just hoping that it kind of goes slowly so I can just like grasp onto it longer.
After a short drive, we arrived at East Bank Esplanade. Following the oppressive atmosphere at Burnside, it was a relief to get to a spot where the Groms could relax and just session for themselves. Though it's a shame the local council saw fit to install skater haters.
Everyone had a little session. Lucian, curvy rail, like, his bolt kept coming off and his wheel would fly off. He landed it a couple times.
With the rail session nearly exhausted, the Groms needed another dose of concrete park. They headed off with Sam, Carta, and Angel to a residential skate park, while I went to Portland International Airport to pick up some new arrivals to the tour. Skate photographer Silent Will, and the talented skater, Mr. Ben Grove.
We're sitting here in Portland Airport waiting for a very special guest that I've ordered. We're halfway through the tour and we need some inspiration, someone who can throw down some incredibly amazing skateboard tricks, and that person is Ben Grove.
Ben Grove is a 19-year-old skateboarding natural. Hailing from Worsley in the West Midlands, Ben has been on a search and destroy mission to grind the gnarliest rails and gap the biggest sets of stairs. I couldn't think of anyone better to get the crew amped up. Like Mikey and Lucian, Ben is a street skater at heart, but I knew he'd enjoy the challenge of mastering concrete park transitions.
Ben Grove, one of the gnarliest skaters in England at the moment, up and coming. He's going to be one of the world's best. He's an amazing skater. I think he's always pushing himself. Doesn't do anything that's rubbish. It's just all out, and that's what his skating's about, I think. Just all out, all or nothing. He's got really good style, real comfortable, smooth and controlled. Skates fast. It's good, I like to watch him skate.
Ben Grove.
Hey, mate, how you doing?
We're good. And this is our photographer, Silent Will. Say hi, Silent Will. See? That's why it's called Silent Will.
We left the airport to join the Groms for a short-lived skate at a small residential concrete park in Portland. All the Groms were super stoked to have Ben join the tour. You see, the Groms were looking forward to sessioning with one of their heroes, and this park was a great start.
It's damn brilliant. So it's really, really smooth. And it's big, and there's lots of whippy bits.
Ross and newcomer Ben set about ripping the place apart. But it wasn't long before Ross took a nasty slam to his swell bow. It was getting late, and we were soon ushered out by the local police closing the park.
Park's closing. It is a shame, but it's his fault. He's kicking everyone out.
Rules is rules. We said goodbye to yet another lovely park and headed back to Carter's house for the night. However, I sensed there was still life in the Groms yet.
Cause this is my United States of whatever. And this is my United States of whatever. And this is my United States of whatever.
My derriere hurts so much. Ooh. Aren't we fly?